want to go over my top 5 meta assault rifle loadouts that you guys should be using in season 5, because if you guys didn't already see, I just ran up my SMG list, so of course I had to run it back with the assault rifles so you guys know exactly what to be running in the current meta. But first, before I hop into anything, I want to give a huge shout out to Amar, Covert, and AD for having my post notifications on. If you guys want a chance to get in my next video, make sure you guys go down below and hit that big red subscribe button, as well as leaving a like and a comment saying noties, and watch the full video through. Like I said, I'm going to showcase my top 5 assault rifles in the current meta. Without further ado, let's hop directly into loading number 1. Loading number 1 and assault rifle number 1, in my opinion, right now is the Automaton. I absolutely love this thing. It has absolutely no recoil. It's incredibly easy to use, and it's just shredding through people. So hopping directly into the build. Of course, it is a Vanguard primary, so I have the MX silencer for my muzzle, giving you that sound suppression with the horizontal and vertical recoil control, making you an absolute beam, and that very essential and helpful damage range. And then you're also mixing in the Zac 600mm BFA barrel, giving you more accuracy, making you more controllable, and of course reducing the scope sway and gun bob, mixing in with all the other attachments, again making you an absolute beam and very controllable. And then, like I was saying before, this build has close to no recoil whatsoever, so I personally love using the SVT40 3-6x scope because it's just an absolute beam on the 3 zoom or the 6 zoom. But I always tell you guys that the optics are personal preference. And then you're also going to mix in the Anastasia padded stock, giving you even more accuracy and recoil during sustained fire, and also mixing in some flinch resistance, making it to where if someone's beaming you, you're still locked in and not bouncing to the moon. And then of course you guys have to toss on the M1941 hand stop, very self-explanatory, giving you even more recoil control, again helping the gun not bounce whatsoever. And then you have the 75 round drum mag, giving you nothing but mag size. Of course it does slow you down a little bit. It's not very noticeable. The Automaton feels pretty smooth around the map, but the mag size is very helpful because the auto has a pretty fast fire rate, so you are kind of burning through ammo. And then of course, with it being a primary, the bullet velocity feels incredible, getting you closer to hit scan, so I toss on the length and ammo type, mixing very well with the rest of the build, getting you even closer to it. And then you also mix in the hatched grip, giving you even more recoil control, and again flinch resistance, mixing with all the other attachments, making it to where you're a beam in every possible scenario, with tight grip for your perk 1 and on hand for your perk 2. But overall, this is my full Automaton loadout in Warzone season 5. I'm telling you guys, this is my favorite primary to use right now. It's incredibly easy to use and it kills incredibly fast, so you guys got to go through, give the entire build a try. Some of the highest kill game you guys get with this one. Like I said, that's my number 1 loadout to be using right now. Without further ado, stop directly into loading number 2. Loading number 2, if you guys haven't seen me run it up with this recently, is the Cooper carbine. It is absolutely disgusting, and just like the Automaton, it has no recoil and kills incredibly fast, especially on these smaller maps like Fortune's Keep and Rebirth. I'll hopping directly into the build just like the auto. Of course, you have the MX silencer for your muzzle, doing the exact same pros and cons. And then you also mix in the 22-inch Cooper custom barrel, giving you everything you need for the build, with more accuracy, making you more controllable. Of course, that fire rate mixing in with the rest of the build, which is already crazy, letting you kill even faster, reducing the scope sway and gun bob, and again that very helpful damage range, mixing with the MX silencer. And then for the exact same reasons as the auto as well, I absolutely love using the 3-6x scope, but I'm going to say this for every single loadout, the optics are 100% all personal preference. And then you're going to mix in the Cooper custom padded stock, giving you even more accuracy and recoil during sustained fire, and again even more flinch resistance for the exact same pros and cons as well, making it to where if someone is beaming you and lasering you, you're not going to be flinching to the moon and jumping to the moon. You're going to stay locked in and still an absolute laser. And then of course you have the M1941 hand stop, again just giving you recoil control, and the 9mm 60 round mag, giving you recoil control and accuracy, fire rate again, which is absolutely insane, ADS speed, making you more snappy, and of course that very helpful mag size, because the Cooper and its fire rate is unreal, so you are absolutely burning through ammo. And then, like I've said multiple times, this fire rate boost is getting kind of ridiculous, but you also toss in the compressed rounds, giving you even more fire rate, letting you kill people incredibly fast. And then again, just like the auto for I think the 5th attachment, you have the hatched grip, also giving you even more recoil control and flinch resistance, mixing with the rest of the build, making you a beam in every situation, with tight grip for your perk 1 and on hand for your perk 2. Overall, this is my full Cooper build for Warzone season 5. As you can see, with a lot of these assault rifles in Vanguard, they use a lot of the same attachments, so it's going to get a little repetitive through the loadouts, but this build is absolutely disgusting as well. I feel like the Cooper's honestly getting slept on. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, so if you guys want to go through, give this whole build a try. Some of the highest kill game you guys get with this one. Off the do, stop directly into loading number 3. Loading number 3 is the STG44, which I actually recently posted a video on. This thing is absolutely disgusting, and for the exact same reason as the auto and the Cooper, this thing's nasty. It kills pretty quick and it has absolutely zero recoil, so I'm directly into the build. Of course, you have that MX silencer for your muzzle, again for the 3rd build in a row, giving you the exact same pros and cons. And then for the STG, you're mixing in the VDD 760mm 05B barrel, making you more highly accurate and controllable with that damage range, bullet velocity, and of course reducing the scope swing gun bob, overall helping the gun out in a ton of different ways, but mainly letting you kill faster and getting closer to hit scan. And then of course, I don't even have to explain this, I love the 3-6x scope for the obvious obvious reasons of this build having no recoil, but if you guys want to run something else, it's 100% personal preference. And then you have the VDD34S weighted stock, giving you accuracy, flinch resistance, recoil control, and aiming stability, just making you an absolute beam and way more controllable in a lot of different ways. And then of course for the third build in the row as well, you have the M1941 hand stop, which is one of the essential attachments out of these Vanguard guns. It's just giving you even more recoil control, again making you a beam. And then you have the 50 Gorinko mag, giving you everything you need with recoil control and accuracy, mixing with the rest of the build, movement speed, which is one of the big reasons why the STG is fun to use, ADS speed, making it more snappy, and of course that fire rate, letting you shred through people. And then just like the barrel, you have the bolt velocity getting close to the hit scan, so it talks on length and ammo type, giving you even more of it. And of course the hatched grip, again giving you recoil control and flinch resistance, with acrobatic for your perk 1 and on hand for your perk 2. But overall, this is my full STG 44 build, and like I was saying, I recently posted a fully in-depth video just showcasing it, but it's absolutely filthy and one of my favorite guns in this season currently. So you guys got to go through it, give the entire build a try. It's some of the highest kill game you guys get with this one, but like I said, that's my loading number 3 and my third favorite assault rifle in this meta. Without further ado, I'm directly into loading number 4. Loading number 4 is an absolute fan favorite. Everybody that I talk to and everybody in my community absolutely loves this gun. It is the grau 556. So hopping directly into the build, of course it is an MW weapon, so we only have 5 attachments, but we have the monolithic suppressor, which is very essential for pretty much every MW build, giving you sound suppression and of course that damage range, letting you kill even faster. And then you also mix in the Tempest 26.4 inch Archangel barrel, giving you even more damage range, bolt velocity, and recoil control, helping the build out in a lot of different ways, letting you kill faster, getting you close to the hit scan, and of course one of the big reasons why the grau doesn't move whatsoever. And then to make the build a little bit quicker but also more accurate, you have the tac laser attachment as well, giving you ADS speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. I mean, it just helps the gun out in a lot of different ways. And then this build has close to no recoil anyway, so this isn't even really needed. But I also toss on the commando foregrip, giving you even more recoil stabilization and aiming stability, making it to where you're just a beam in every possible scenario. And then I personally have the 50 round mag on instead of the 60 round mag, just to keep a little bit more ADS speed and mobility, but you could really run either or. But overall, that is my full grau loadout in Warzone Season 5, and I get told by you guys to run it up with this every single day, and I gotta tell you guys, this build is absolutely disgusting. So if you guys need a grau build, go through, give this whole build a try. Some of the highest kill game you guys get with this one. But that's my loading number 4. So hop directly into loading number 5, the last loadie. Loading number 5 and the last loadie before the honorable mention, we have the Kilo 141, which again I recently posted as well, and this gun is so easy to use and so fire that it genuinely feels like aimbot a lot of the time. So hopping directly into the build, of course, just like the grau, you have the monolithic suppressor with the exact same pros and cons of damage range, and then you mix in the Syngard Arms 19.8 inch Prowler barrel, giving you the exact same pros and cons as the Archangel barrel, with damage range, bolt velocity, and recoil control. Again, one of the big reasons why the Kilo is very controllable and doesn't move whatsoever, but it's also getting you even closer to hit scan, and of course letting you kill even faster. And then I personally love the hollow sight on my Kilo with the blue dot reticle. It's just super clean, but I tell you guys all the time that these scopes are 1000% always personal preference. And then again, I have the commando foregrip on, but just like the grau, this isn't even really needed. It's a beam either way, but this gives you even more recoil stabilization and aiming stability, just making you a beam in a few other different ways. And then again, I like the 50 mags on these MW guns instead of the 60 or the bigger mags, because it does hold on to a little bit more mobility and ADS speed, letting you feel a little bit quicker on the map. But overall, this is my full Kilo build. I get asked about this gun a lot on a day-to-day basis in my streams and everything. So you guys want to go through, give the entire Kilo 141 build a try, and some of the highest kill game you guys get with this one. But that's my loading number 5, but we do also have an honorable mention. And for the honorable mention, in my opinion, the coolest looking weapon in Warzone right now is the XM4 assault rifle from Cold War. I mean, this gun is absolutely so fire, and it kills incredibly fast, and it's really easy to use, honestly. So I'm directly into this build. Of course, just like the monolithic, they have the agency suppressor for Cold War, which is also very essential for the builds, giving you sound suppression with that vertical recoil control, making you a beam, full velocity, getting close to the hit scan, and that damage range letting you hit harder. And then with the exact same pros and cons as the agency, you have the task force barrel, giving you even more bolt velocity, but this time horizontal and vertical recoil control, and again even more damage range. And like I always say, the optics are 100% personal preference, but for me, I feel like the Action Arms 3x is the only clean scope out of Cold War. And then the XM4 does have some bounciness to it, so you toss in the Field Agent foregrip, giving you even more horizontal and vertical recoil control, which the class setup very much needs. And then like the exact same reasoning as the grau and the Kilo, I run the 45 round mag on the XM4, holding on to a little bit more ADS speed and mobility, making you feel a whole lot faster on the map compared to the 60, but of course you can run whatever you want. Overall, this is my full XM4 build, which is the honorable mention of the top 5 list. This thing is absolutely disgusting as well, and honestly, if they never buffed the grau, this would probably be in the top 5. So go through, give the entire build a try. Some of the highest kill game you guys get with this one. That's it for the loadouts. So go through, give all 5 loadouts and the honorable mention a try. Tell me if they do help you guys out at all, and if they do, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button. Also, we are daily streaming here on YouTube every single single day now. So if you don't want to miss out on that as well, make sure to turn on notifications. I want to see all you guys there because they're absolute bangers. That's it for the video.